From the moment Amy and Ty met, their journey was anything but easy. But through heartache, healing, and unbreakable bonds, their love story became one of Heartland's most unforgettable. In today's video, we're diving deep into the evolution of their relationship and how their love continues to shape the heart of the show. Stay tuned for a closer look at the ups and downs of Ty and Amy's love story, and what makes it truly epic. Every love story starts somewhere. For Ty and Amy, it began on a ranch, at a time when neither of them was looking for love. Their journey together is one of those rare tales that evolve from the most unexpected places, creating something deep, raw, and real. Ty Borden, the troubled teen with a dark past, and Amy Fleming, a young woman still grieving her mother's death, couldn't have been more different. Yet, the connection between them sparked from the very first moment they met something that would grow into one of the most compelling and enduring love stories in the Heartland series. But what makes their relationship so special? Is it the way they challenge each other, the trust they build, or the way they help each other heal? In this video, we're diving deep into Ty and Amy's love story, tracing how they first crossed paths and how their bond transformed through challenges, joy, and heartbreak. This love story is about more than just romance. It's about growth, resilience, and the beauty of finding someone who complements you in ways you never imagined. When we think about Ty and Amy, we think about the foundation of Heartland. Their journey isn't just the driving force behind much of the drama and the heart of the show. It's also about real-life lessons. How relationships change, how people evolve, and how love has the power to heal old wounds. It's easy to see why their love story resonates with fans. It's timeless, emotional, and full of raw truth. In today's video, we'll break down what makes Ty and Amy's love so unforgettable, looking at the way their relationship develops from those early moments to where we see them today. We'll also discuss some of the standout episodes that have defined their love story, moments that have fans reaching for the tissues. So, let's take a closer look at how two seemingly different people found their way to each other and made it through every obstacle life threw their way. In the world of Heartland, love doesn't always come in the form of fairy tales. Sometimes, it's messy, unpolished, and comes when you least expect it. Ty Borden and Amy Fleming's love story is one that defies expectations from the very start, beginning with their first meeting. It wasn't a grand or romantic encounter, but rather one marked by tension, awkwardness, and the first spark of something much deeper. Ty's arrival at Heartland was nothing short of dramatic. A troubled teen with a criminal past, sent to work at the ranch as part of his rehabilitation, Ty wasn't exactly a warm and welcoming figure. His scars from a rough childhood were visible to anyone who looked closely, and his defensive nature made it clear that he wasn't there to make friends. In fact, Ty's first interactions with the Heartland family were far from easy. He was standoffish, resentful, and distant. But that was before Amy. Amy Fleming, on the other hand, had her own battles to fight. At the time, she was still reeling from the tragic loss of her mother, Marion, and trying to find a way to cope with the responsibility that had suddenly fallen on her shoulders. Heartland was her home, and her love for the ranch ran deep, but her heart was broken. She was far from looking for someone to come into her life and turn everything upside down. Their first meeting, however, was something of an inevitability. Ty, assigned to work with Amy as part of his rehabilitation, was thrown into the world she had spent her whole life nurturing. He didn't understand the way she connected with the horses, the way she had an innate bond with the animals at Heartland. And Amy? Well, she wasn't exactly thrilled about working with Ty, given his rough edges and apparent lack of interest in anything related to the ranch or its healing methods. The tension between them was palpable from the moment they first laid eyes on each other. Ty was a reluctant participant, unsure of his place in this new world, while Amy was dealing with the pressures of running the ranch and carrying the weight of her mother's legacy. There was an immediate clash of worlds. Amy, who believed in healing and the natural bond with horses, and Ty, who had built walls around himself and viewed the world through a much darker lens. Their first interaction wasn't exactly warm. Ty had little regard for Amy's methods, and she, in turn, wasn't impressed with Ty's attitude. Their initial dynamic felt almost like that of two strangers trying to navigate a world they didn't fully understand. Amy was trying to figure out how to balance everything that had been thrust upon her, and Ty was simply trying to survive in a place that was so different from everything he had known. Neither of them was looking for love, but there was something about that first encounter that hinted at the potential for something deeper. It wasn't just the immediate tension that marked the beginning of their relationship, but the subtle way in which they challenged each other. Amy's patience and innate understanding of horses were in stark contrast to Ty's rough-edged nature, yet both were dealing with trauma, Amy with the loss of her mother and Ty with the scars from his past. Despite their differences, something clicked between them, even if they didn't fully recognize it at first. For Ty, Amy was unlike anyone he had ever met. She didn't judge him for his past. She saw something in him that no one else had. Amy didn't see Ty as just another troubled kid. She saw potential. Through her gentle encouragement, she showed him that he didn't have to carry the weight of his past forever. He didn't have to be defined by his mistakes. For Amy, Ty was a reminder of everything she had lost. But through him, she also began to rediscover pieces of herself. It wasn't immediate. It wasn't even easy. But what started as a reluctant working relationship began to grow into something neither of them anticipated. Amy's quiet strength started to break down the walls Ty had built around himself. And Ty's vulnerability, which was hidden under layers of anger and pain, began to show through, just enough for Amy to see that there was more to him than he was letting on. Their early interactions were filled with moments of tension and uncertainty, yet there was also an undeniable spark. It wasn't love at first sight, but it was the beginning of something important. In those first few episodes, we witnessed Ty's guardedness and Amy's tenderness, two forces that would eventually collide in a way that would change both of their lives. Looking back, it's clear that their first meeting wasn't just the start of a simple friendship or partnership, it was the beginning of a transformative journey. They weren't yet the couple we know and love today, but the seeds of their love story had already been planted. What began as an awkward, somewhat tense encounter soon blossomed into something much more meaningful. As we reflect on this pivotal moment, we can't help but wonder what would have happened if they hadn't met. If Ty hadn't come to Heartland, or if Amy had chosen a different path, it's impossible to say. But what we do know is that their first meeting was the spark that ignited a love story for the ages, one that would continue to unfold with every twist and turn that life threw at them. In the end, their first meeting wasn't just about two people colliding. It was about the universe conspiring to bring them together. Two souls destined to help each other heal, grow, and discover a love deeper than either of them could have imagined. It was the start of a journey that would define Heartland for years to come. Ty and Amy's relationship is one that truly tests the saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." From the moment they meet, they're thrown into a whirlwind of emotional trials, difficult decisions, and life-changing events. But what stands out the most about their love story is how they each face these obstacles together, showing that love isn't just about good times and happy moments, but about standing by each other when life gets hard. One of the first major obstacles Ty and Amy face as a couple is Ty's struggle to overcome his past. He arrives at Heartland carrying the weight of a troubled childhood, a criminal record, and a lack of direction in life. Ty's anger and defensive nature often lead him to push people away, and Amy is no exception. Early on, it's clear that Ty isn't fully ready to let go of the walls he's built around himself. He is still struggling to forgive himself for the mistakes he's made, and the fear of being rejected makes him reluctant to open up to Amy. Amy, on the other hand, is not without her own struggles. She is still grappling with the loss of her mother, Marion, and feeling the weight of responsibility placed on her shoulders as she tries to keep Heartland running. For Amy, Heartland isn't just a place, it's her home, a place where she feels connected to her late mother and the life she once had. But even though she carries this emotional burden, Amy's natural empathy and care for others drive her to help Ty. She wants to believe that there is more to him than his rough exterior, but she also realizes that it will take time for him to trust her and let her in. One of the pivotal moments in their relationship occurs when Ty is faced with the difficult decision of whether to continue with his rehabilitation program or leave Heartland. His past continues to haunt him, and he finds himself caught between the life he once knew and the life that could be waiting for him at Heartland. It's a crossroads that forces him to confront his own fears and insecurities. It's here that Amy's unwavering support plays a crucial role. Rather than pushing him to make a decision, Amy offers him a safe space to figure it out on his own. Her understanding and patience help him see that he doesn't have to run from his past to move forward. This moment marks a turning point for Ty, as he begins to open up more to Amy and the people at Heartland. However, just as Ty starts to heal and embrace his future, another major obstacle emerges: the strained relationship between him and his father. Ty's father is an untrustworthy figure, one who has been absent for much of Ty's life. Their interactions are filled with tension, as Ty struggles to reconcile the image he had of his father with the reality of who he truly is. This relationship causes a great deal of emotional turmoil for Ty, leading him to question his worth and his place in the world. Amy, once again, becomes a source of strength for Ty during this time. Though she doesn't have all the answers, her belief in him never wavers. She shows him that despite his father's failings, he has the ability to create his own future, one that isn't defined by the mistakes of others. Amy's support, along with the lessons she's learned through her own experiences with loss, helps Ty face his demons head-on and start the difficult process of forgiveness, not just for his father, but for himself. While Ty's emotional struggles are at the forefront of their relationship, Amy is also faced with challenges that test her connection with Ty. Her desire to preserve Heartland and her deep connection to her family legacy sometimes creates tension between her and Ty, who is still trying to find his place in this world. There are moments where Amy is unsure of how to balance her responsibilities with her feelings for Ty. She fears that her commitment to Heartland may drive him away, just as it did with others in her past. Despite these doubts, Ty remains a steadfast presence in Amy's life, and their relationship deepens as they work through their individual struggles. It's clear that their love isn't just about overcoming external obstacles, but also about confronting their own internal fears. Both of them are learning to open up in ways they never thought possible. Amy becomes more vulnerable with Ty, sharing her fears of losing Heartland and the pressure she feels to live up to her mother's legacy. In turn, Ty opens up more about his past and the emotional scars that have shaped him into the man he is. As their bond strengthens, Ty and Amy also learn to navigate the challenges that come with being in a relationship. They aren't perfect, and their relationship isn't free of miscommunications, disagreements, and moments of doubt. But what makes their love story so compelling is that they don't give up. They fight for each other, even when things get difficult, because they understand that the trials they face together will only make them stronger. One of the most defining moments in their relationship comes when Amy faces a personal crisis: the loss of the one thing she's always had control over, her ability to connect with horses. After a traumatic event, Amy finds herself struggling with the very thing that has defined her life. She loses confidence in her abilities, unsure if she can ever heal another horse again. In these moments of self-doubt, Ty steps in to remind her of her strength. He doesn't push her to get better immediately. Instead, he supports her through her pain, helping her find the courage to rediscover her connection with the animals at Heartland. This period of emotional vulnerability and healing marks a significant moment in their relationship. As Ty stands by Amy during her struggles, he proves that their bond is deeper than just shared experiences. It's built on trust, patience, and an unwavering belief in each other. Amy's eventual return to working with the horses is a testament to her resilience, but it's also a testament to the love and support she receives from Ty. Together, Ty and Amy face the many obstacles life throws their way: personal demons, family drama, and emotional trauma. But what makes their relationship stand the test of time is their ability to overcome these challenges together, always growing and learning from their experiences. Through every trial, they not only become stronger individually, but also more connected as a couple. It's through these struggles that they learn the true meaning of love, one that isn't perfect or without pain, but one that is built on a foundation of mutual respect, understanding, and an unwavering commitment to each other. Ty and Amy's journey together is nothing short of transformative. Their relationship, which started with tension, uncertainty, and emotional walls, gradually evolves into one of the strongest and most enduring bonds in Heartland. Their growth, both individually and as a couple, is a testament to the power of love, patience, and understanding. From their awkward first meeting to the deep connection they share today, their relationship has been marked by both triumphs and challenges. But through it all, they've learned what it truly means to be partners in every sense of the word. At the beginning of their relationship, it was clear that Ty and Amy were two very different people. Ty, the troubled young man with a criminal past, wasn't looking for love, and certainly not in a place like Heartland. Amy, on the other hand, was still healing from the loss of her mother and didn't have time to worry about anything beyond the responsibilities of running the ranch. But even though they came from completely different worlds, there was an undeniable connection between them from the moment they met. They didn't know it then, but that connection would be the foundation upon which they would build a deep, lasting love. In the early days, their relationship was a delicate balance of trust and hesitation. Ty was skeptical of his place at Heartland, and Amy, still dealing with her grief, didn't trust easily. There were moments when they clashed, moments when Ty's past would come to the surface, or when Amy's responsibilities would push her to make difficult choices. Yet, through every obstacle, they learned something new about each other, and more importantly, about themselves. As the seasons passed, Ty began to open up, shedding the layers of anger and fear that had once defined him. It wasn't an easy process. His past was filled with mistakes and regrets, and it would have been easy for him to run from the people who cared about him, especially Amy. But with Amy's unwavering belief in him, Ty started to see that he was worthy of a different life. She never judged him for his past. Instead, she saw his potential and the man he could become. Slowly but surely, Ty began to believe in himself. Amy, too, experienced her own growth. When she first lost her mother, she didn't know how to handle the weight of running Heartland alone. She felt responsible for everything: her mother's legacy, the horses, and the family that relied on her. But over time, she learned to lean on the people around her, especially Ty. His support, patience, and love gave her the strength to keep going, even when things felt impossible. As she allowed herself to let go of some of the control she'd held onto so tightly, she discovered that she didn't have to carry the world on her shoulders alone. Ty showed her that it was okay to share the burden, and together they could navigate the challenges that came their way. As they grew individually, their relationship deepened. No longer were they just two people trying to figure out how to coexist under the same roof. They became partners in every sense of the word. They learned to communicate, to listen, and to understand each other in ways that only true soulmates can. When Amy struggled with her connection to the horses after her trauma, Ty was there, offering her the space and time she needed to heal. When Ty was dealing with his unresolved feelings toward his father, Amy supported him without judgment, offering a steady presence in his life. Their growth as individuals only served to strengthen their bond. Amy's emotional growth allowed her to open up more to Ty, to share her fears and hopes without hesitation. And Ty, who had always kept his emotions hidden, the walls he had built around his heart slowly crumbled, replaced by a love that was rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and unwavering commitment. One of the key moments in their growth as a couple came when Ty proposed to Amy. It wasn't just a romantic gesture, it was a culmination of everything they had been through together. It was Ty's way of showing Amy that he had finally come to terms with his past and was ready to move forward with her, no longer weighed down by guilt and self-doubt. It was Amy's way of showing Ty that she believed in him, that she was ready to build a future with him, one that was filled with love, hope, and the promise of better days ahead. The proposal wasn't just about a commitment to each other, it was a commitment to the love and growth they had both experienced together. Through all the highs and lows, the moments of doubt and the moments of clarity, Ty and Amy grew into soulmates. Their relationship became a beacon of hope, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. They had weathered storms together, emotional and physical, and had come out stronger on the other side. They had become more than just partners. They had become each other's rock, the person they could rely on no matter what life threw their way. But what makes their love story so powerful is that, despite everything they've been through, they never stopped learning from each other. Even in the moments when they disagreed or faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, they approached each problem as a team. They understood that love wasn't just about being there for each other when things were easy. It was about standing together when things were hard, and trusting that together they could overcome anything. As Ty and Amy's relationship continued to evolve, they also began to see the impact their love had on the people around them. They weren't just changing each other's lives, they were inspiring those who watched their journey unfold. Their love became a model for others, showing that true partnership is built on trust, growth, and a shared vision for the future. Their story proved that love isn't something you find in perfect moments, but something you build through the imperfect moments, the challenges, and the lessons you learn along the way. Looking back, it's hard to believe that these two people, so different at first, could become the soulmates they are today. Their journey was not a smooth path. It was filled with twists, turns, and hurdles. But every moment, every trial, and every triumph led them to where they are now, a couple who is stronger, more in love, and more connected than they ever could have imagined. From strangers to soulmates, Ty and Amy's love story is one that will stand the test of time, proving that growth, love, and commitment are the foundations of a lasting and meaningful relationship. After years of overcoming personal struggles, emotional growth, and relationship hurdles, Ty and Amy's love story reaches a beautiful point of stability and commitment. Their bond has been tested by life's many challenges, but through it all, they found a way to build a life that is not just about surviving together, but thriving. Their relationship has evolved from the early days of uncertainty and vulnerability to a partnership rooted in unwavering love, trust, and mutual respect. One of the most significant aspects of Ty and Amy's enduring love is their ability to create a life together, one that is rooted in shared dreams and goals. At the start, their individual lives were filled with turmoil, Amy dealing with the loss of her mother and Ty grappling with the trauma of his past. But over time, they've learned to navigate their worlds, not as separate individuals, but as a couple who shares a future, dreams, and aspirations. They have learned to make decisions as partners, understanding that their actions affect one another, and that their love is a mutual foundation on which they can build a meaningful life. Ty, once the troubled young man with a painful history, has grown into a dedicated and compassionate partner. His transformation from a guarded, emotionally distant person to someone who can express love and vulnerability is a testament to the power of Amy's unwavering belief in him. Amy, who was once unsure of her place in the world after losing her mother, has blossomed into a confident woman who knows her worth and the importance of the life she has built at Heartland. Together, they've become a strong, inseparable team, capable of tackling anything that comes their way. But even in this peaceful period of their relationship, life continues to challenge them. As a couple, Ty and Amy face the realities of adulthood responsibility, decisions, and the inevitable changes that come with time. The passage of time, however, only seems to solidify their bond. They've learned that love isn't just about the honeymoon phase or the early days of passion. True love is about the quiet moments of understanding, the shared glances, the way they instinctively know what the other needs, and the unspoken promises that carry them through the hardest times. One of the most poignant moments in their journey together comes when they begin to think about their future beyond just the ranch. Having been through so much together, they start to look forward to the next chapter of their lives, building a family. This decision is a culmination of everything they've learned about each other, about love, and about what it means to truly care for someone else. They've seen the worst in each other and still come out stronger, and now they are ready to share that love with a new generation. The decision to start a family is not made lightly, but it's a natural next step in their journey, a way to solidify their love and commitment to each other, and the life they've built together. The thought of having children brings with it a mixture of excitement and fear. Amy, who's always been the protector of Heartland and the horses, is ready to take on the role of a mother, but she also knows the responsibility it brings. She's learned to trust in herself more than she ever thought possible, but now she's ready to trust in Ty as a co-parent and partner in this new chapter. Ty, who once feared that he would never be able to overcome the emotional scars of his past, is now ready to embrace the role of a father. He has learned that love isn't just about receiving, but about giving, about nurturing and supporting the ones you love in every way possible. As they move forward in their lives, Ty and Amy's love continues to grow. It's not just the grand gestures or the romantic moments that define their relationship anymore. It's the quiet mornings spent together, the conversations that go deep into the night, the shared dreams, and the way they always have each other's back. Their relationship has become a source of strength, not just for them, but for everyone around them. Their love serves as a reminder that love doesn't need to be perfect to be real. It doesn't need to be grand to be meaningful. Love is found in the simple, everyday moments, in the support you give each other through thick and thin, in the way you lift each other up when life gets tough. Despite the joy they found in each other's arms, they still face their share of challenges. Life is never perfect, and love isn't either. Ty and Amy have faced the pressures of running a ranch, dealing with family drama, and confronting their own personal demons. Yet, each obstacle has only drawn them closer together. They've learned how to lean on each other, how to communicate better, and how to be each other's safe haven when the world outside is chaotic. Their ability to endure hardships together and grow stronger as a result is a testament to the depth of their connection. Their love story is also marked by the way they care for others. As individuals, they have both experienced loss, hardship, and heartbreak, but together, they use those experiences to help others. They know the importance of community and family, and they strive to make their home at Heartland a place where everyone feels welcome and loved. Whether it's caring for the horses or lending a helping hand to a friend in need, Ty and Amy have made it their mission to create a space that is filled with compassion, kindness, and love, a place where healing and growth happen, not just for them, but for everyone around them. One of the most endearing aspects of their relationship is the way they continue to grow and evolve together. They are no longer the people they were when they first met. Amy isn't the young woman mourning her mother, and Ty isn't the troubled young man with a past he can't escape. They have both healed, learned, and transformed into better versions of themselves. Their love, once full of uncertainty and doubt, is now a solid foundation, a testament to the power of time, patience, and understanding. As they look ahead to the future, it's clear that Ty and Amy have built something that is lasting and profound. They've faced challenges, endured pain, and weathered storms, but through it all, their love has remained constant. Their relationship is a reminder that love is not something you just fall into. It's something you build, work on, and nurture every single day. It's not about the grand, sweeping gestures. It's about the little things, the moments when you choose to stand by each other, no matter what. In the end, Ty and Amy's love story is one of resilience, growth, and commitment. They have created a life together, not one of perfection, but one of real, lasting love. It's a life that is built on trust, mutual respect, and the understanding that no matter what comes their way, they will face it together. And in a world that often seems uncertain, Ty and Amy's enduring love stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of love that transcends time, trials, and life's toughest moments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Ty and Amy's incredible love story and the journey they've taken from strangers to soulmates. Their relationship truly proves that love is built on trust, growth, and facing life's challenges together. If you loved this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your favorite moments from Ty and Amy's journey. Until next time, stay tuned for more Heartland content. And as always, thanks for being part of this amazing community. See you in the next video.